Welcome to Family of Movie Recapped. Today, we're diving into the 2010 survival thriller film, 127 Hours. Spoilers ahead, get ready with a cup of coffee and some popcorn. Sit back and enjoy. The movie starts with Aron Ralston, a passionate mountaineer and engineer, played by James Franco, packing his backpack with all the gear he needs for a trek in Utah's Canyonlands National Park. He doesn't inform anyone about his plans and heads out solo, capturing his journey on his camcorder. As Aron drives, he sees a road sign indicating he has reached his destination. He films himself, announcing his arrival at the Canyonlands. He parks his car at a campsite filled with other vehicles and spends the night there, excited for his first expedition the next day. The next morning, Aron sets off on his bike, thrilled to explore Bluejohn Canyon. He is so excited that he lets out a joyful whoop in the middle of the desert. At one point, he stops to film a video diary, explaining that the big drop rappel in Bluejohn Canyon usually takes 4.5 hours, but he challenges himself to complete it in just 45 minutes. He continues cycling at high speed, but eventually falls off his bike. Undeterred, Aron laughs it off and takes a picture of himself. Soon after, Aron secures his bike to a smoke tree with a rope and sets out on foot. He takes a moment to soak in the breathtaking panorama of the Canyonlands before continuing. Along the way, he meets two lost hikers, Christy and Megan. They chat and quickly become friends. Aron offers to guide them to an underground pool, and they gratefully accept. The trio reaches the dome, and Aron shows Christy and Megan the underground pool by jumping into it from above. Initially hesitant, Christy and Megan eventually join him, and they all have a great time. Grateful for the experience, Christy and Megan invite Aron to a party at a motel in the Green River area, which he happily accepts. Aron continues his solo trek deeper into Bluejohn Canyon. While descending a narrow slot canyon, a boulder becomes dislodged and he's fallen down. Large Boulder makes traps his right arm against the canyon wall. Aron is immobilized. Despite his efforts to free himself, the rock won't budge. He shouts for help, but the remote location ensures no one can hear him. Stop the video and think about what you would do in that situation. Back to video. Realizing the severity of his situation, Aron takes stock of his limited supplies. He has only a small amount of water, some snacks, and his pocket knife left. He tries to chip away at the boulder with his knife, but it's no use. He also attempts to lift the boulder using a makeshift pulley system, but it's too heavy. His strength fades due to dehydration and exhaustion. As hours turn into days, Aron starts recording a video diary on his camcorder. He documents his struggle, leaves messages for his family, and expresses his love and regret. Aron's hope begins to fade as he faces the reality of his predicament. He conserves his water, at one point wetting his tongue with a tear droplet from his eyelashes, eventually resorting to drinking his urine to stay hydrated. On the third day, Aron fashions a tourniquet from his camelback tube insulation, considering the possibility of amputating his arm. However, his dull multi-tool makes the task seem impossible. Aron blames himself for not bringing his sharper Swiss Army knife. He battles hallucinations, seeing visions of his family and past experiences, including his relationship with his former girlfriend, Rana. By the fourth day, Aron is severely dehydrated and weak. He continues to chip at the boulder, but his efforts yield little progress. He records another video, detailing his failed attempts and dwindling water supply. Desperation sets in, and Aron dreams of rain and rescue. But he wakes up to the harsh reality of his solitary confinement. On the fifth day, Aron records a final heartfelt message to his loved ones, apologizing for his mistakes and expressing his deep appreciation for them. He reflects on his life and realizes he must take drastic measures to survive. Summoning his remaining strength, Aron decides to amputate his trapped arm. Using torque, he breaks the bones in his arm and begins the excruciating process of cutting through his flesh, muscles, and nerves with the dull knife. After a harrowing and painful struggle, Aron successfully frees himself from the boulder. He wraps his severed arm to prevent further bleeding and takes a moment to gather his strength. Determined to survive, he begins his trek out of the canyon, weak but resolute. Emerging into the sunlight, Aron stumbles upon a family hiking in the area. He calls out for help, and they rush to his aid, providing water and contacting the authorities. Aron is rescued and flown to the hospital, where he receives medical treatment. The movie concludes with Aron reflecting on his ordeal. He conducts interviews, sharing his incredible story of survival. Years later, Aron marries and has a son, fulfilling the vision he had during his captivity. Despite the traumatic experience, Aron continues to climb, always ensuring he informs his loved ones of his whereabouts. How was that film? Let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and join the Recapped family. Stay healthy, and see you next time.